Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the city of Tokyo, and you can see right in the center of your screen what used to be the Olympic rings, now replaced by the three Agitos, which are the symbol for the Paralympics. This is pretty cool. I saw this morning that the city of Tokyo had replaced the Olympic rings. They took them out a few days ago, and they replaced it with this morning. I'm going to take you around the skyline and show you. How you doing, everybody? It is super sunny. The humidity is not too bad, but the sun is rocking the city of Tokyo. The surface temperatures are pretty high. The wind is pretty. Where's NBC? You know, that's a good question. Last time they were up there where Lester Holt was doing the NBC Evening News from right there. He's not there today. I think they've all gone back to America. This is the secret spot. I can't go any further than this into the Hilton where they have a better view. But just check it out. It is so beautiful. Not only just the typical view of the city of Tokyo from here, but those rings. They're not the rings, they're the Agitos. I don't even know. I'm so new to the Paralympics. I think when you host them, you learn so much about them that you didn't know normally. Don't let those giant Agitos distract you from the fact that John still hasn't eaten a Domino's 1 kilogram ultra cheese, Nicholas. That's true, it's a fact. I know, it does feel like the three amigos. I like the fact that they called them, and that's probably what those marks are, the three Agitos. And they're representative of, they're the three colors that are the most represented in the national flags around the world. That's how they chose that. Now this structure is anchored down there. It's going to be there till September 5th. And they light them up at night, I believe, just like the Olympic rings, which were white, which was disappointing. They sort of had the colors, but they didn't. But I'm glad that they did this because the Paralympics is, it's not run by the IOC, it's run by the IPC, the International Paralympic Committee. It's funded differently, and they don't have the same type of assets as, and there's the Fuji TV building, as the Olympics have. And thus, they're known as the second largest sporting event in the world. But this year, I'm calling it kind of a tragedy in a way, because as the cases of infections, and I have to bring this up because it's so relevant right now, spike over 25,000 a day in Japan, which is just incredible considering where we were at the height last year. Nobody wants to celebrate somebody winning a gold medal now. And I feel as though that's a real tragedy because athletes have trained so long and so hard to do this. They're all coming into Tokyo right now. 25,000 was where it's at, and it keeps increasing. Mainly because not just the Olympics, but because of summer vacation. I want to say all the kids from the teens to the 30s, I don't know why 30s are involved, but I guess that they're parents with kids, they're getting infected from their kids, but a lot has to do with the summer vacation. A lot of people they don't want to stay inside and they're going out in groups. I saw it during the Olympics too, where people were hosting watch parties outside. They tried to do it safely, but it's very hard to have 50 people together in a circle drinking in a park, for example. But for me, I kind of stay to myself. I've been getting a lot of criticism because the content is not the same as it used to be. Somebody said, John, look at your numbers, they're shrinking. Maybe you should go to a restaurant and live stream there. Hey, you know what? I have tried to do that. It's a state of emergency. The Delta thing is real. If you look at the situation in Tokyo, you don't want to even put a restaurant owner for content at risk. And I don't want even content that I make to have masks in it like 10 years down the road. I kind of want to forget about this period a little bit. In 2-3 years, I don't want to see a video where people are wearing masks and socially distancing and stuff. I want to see people embracing. That's my dilemma with my main channel now, to have content just to keep it going, or gosh, to hit the brakes a little bit and wait. I don't know, but I do have an episode coming. I thought last night, but I want to get some shots of the Agitos, which was coming today, and add that into the end of the main channel episode, because I think it's fitting to show a little bit of the Paralympics in anything that I do to I don't know, get people stoked, and it becomes a more newsworthy story if the Agitos are in there too. Bragdani is in the house to help keep you hydrated and maybe a snack to take home for Kanai and Leo. I'm gonna go take you to a vending machine in a minute. This is the only angle. Again, there's the Hilton Hotel where all of the international media, I don't want to say all of them, but a great deal of international media and a lot of NBC was staying up in here, especially the NBC, the main national part of it. Some of the affiliates are staying in other locations, sometimes here a little bit. It is a pricey hotel. I'm sure it was not cheap. But they have, from up here, the best views. And every day, probably in a lot of your international news broadcasts, you saw this view of the city of Tokyo. Hey, I'm not getting anything with tapioca lag bait. All right? And there's no lagging here, so it should be 5G or something. I don't know. So there you go, the Agitos. You can see it up there from the second floor of... you can see it up there from the second floor of Aqua City. There's a really good view of the harbor. And again, like, if you come to the city of Tokyo, it doesn't matter if the Olympics are here, you're gonna wanna come for the night view. To see Tokyo Tower and the Rainbow Bridge illuminated, the lights dazzling off of Tokyo Bay, it's just a beautiful view. You're seeing this live right now. And if you're watching in the playback, thank you so much. It's not quite the same. But can I tell you something? Can I say something here? Come on over here. There's not a lot of people, so I can... Some things I don't want to share here, okay? So, yeah, Kanai and I had our first date here in like 2011. 2010, 2011, here at Odaiba. And we have pictures of our first date in front of the Statue of Liberty. Okay? See over there? We were much younger. And I have a picture of her eating a Krispy Kreme donut. So she said, oh, what was our first date meal? I asked her yesterday, and I said, I think it was a Krispy Kreme donut. And she goes, no way. I said, yeah way. Because back then, Krispy Kreme had just sort of come into the market, and they opened up a shop here, and it was sort of trendy. Nowadays, I wouldn't buy her, a Krispy Kreme donut. It's a date. It's not good. But at the time, it was pretty good. You know what I mean? It's a special donut. No cream in there, just the normal one. So for those who don't know, the Paralympics is different from the Special Olympics. I want to do another live stream to introduce this to you in a studio setting. I'm going to be doing Twitch. There's some people around here. Let's take you a little bit over here. I'm going to be doing more with Twitch this weekend. So I'll be back Sunday. I want to try to do something every Sunday on Twitch and do more of a studio theme. But one of the things that I want to do, and I'll bring you back here to the Agitos. We'll end right back here. So those that are joining us a little bit later get a chance to see them. I want to introduce you some of the events to the Paralympics. It's different than the Special Olympics. I've been getting a lot of questions from people. What exactly are the Paralympics? They started at the Olympics in the same year as the Olympics is in 1960. Whoa, it's a lot of wind here. It feels pretty good. I do have an external mic. The 1960s at Rome, there were about 400 athletes from about 23 countries. It wasn't so big, but it was the first one. And they held that in Rome. And since then, it's gotten bigger and bigger. And I just wish it would be as well funded, or if not more funded than the Olympics themselves, because there's a lot of things that need to go into it. There's not as many events as the Olympics, but the events that they have, turn around, look at something more beautiful than me. The events that they have are so awesome. I was privy, and I'll bring this story up a little bit later. I want to talk about it in more detail. I was privy to courtside seats at wheelchair rugby about 3 years ago with my friend Nick, who's Canadian. I don't think he's here right now. Nick introduced me to wheelchair rugby, and I've been a fan for the last 3 years, and I've always asked him, like, if there's another chance to see wheelchair rugby, let me know. It is violent. Rugby in itself is pretty rough, but when you put the wheelchairs in there, man, they were rugby athletes, wheelchair rugby athletes, bloodied, and they want to win, man. They were at it. It was the best competition that I've seen. People really fighting to get the ball and score. I don't know the rules of rugby. I'm just saying. Called pigskin. Is it rugby ball? I don't know that, but I do know that it was hardcore. And there's a couple of other events. Wheelchair fencing is really awesome. I mean, there's some things here that I don't think I'm looking at this because I want to get a water. Thank you for the support to keep me hydrated. Say Brent Daniez was writing me, stay hydrated. What? Oh. Another, there goes the Yuri Kamomi line. Another event which is so, can I say badass? Is that a bad word? Bad butt. This event is so bad butt. It's called floor volleyball. And I was watching some of the previews of it. It looks way harder than normal volleyball. Like, these are things I'm so stoked about seeing with the Paralympics. It's just that, again, like, this is the tragedy of it. Nobody wants to see anybody win the gold medal or have excitement in Japan. When there's a tragedy here, or there's something, or the country's hurting, they shut stuff down here, hardcore. After the 2011 earthquake and tsunami, they shut down all cherry blossom events as a result, because they didn't want to have any kind of celebrations during a. Let's turn this around here. There are some people here. Some selfie action over here. Let's get out of their selfie. That's nice. That's a good pose. 6.7 out of 7. Yeah, they shut down the country when a tragedy happens, and that time there was no cherry blossoms and no fireworks festivals in 2011. Very little, if any. And that was we all felt it, and we suffered together through this hard time in 2011. And that brought up a lot of attention, rightfully so, on Tohoku. And, I think when the Olympics came, Tohoku might have been forgotten a little bit with the building around the city of Tokyo. But I think this is the sort of situation when we have so many people, and just yesterday, a woman in Chiba who was giving birth, she couldn't get into a hospital because of so many sick people in taking up the beds. They didn't have beds open for non-COVID. It's sort of a situation the news is highlighting, and they're trying to remedy this as fast as possible. I don't know what takes them so long, but we don't want that ever to happen again. I was sharing this on the Discord server earlier. It's been dominating the news here that this happened, where a woman lost her baby because of the pandemic. She just couldn't get into the hospital, and she delivered prematurely, and there was no space for her in Chiba to deliver the baby, and no specialists there to be able to help either. And this is the thing that's hitting home right now to Japanese who've been going out and enjoying themselves, is their actions here have consequences. And I do think that we're kind of underprepared here in Japan anyways. I know there's not a lot of positive stuff to talk about, except for right now. The Agitos are here and the Paralympics are coming, and I'm pretty stoked about it, but I'm gonna take you up the escalator here to get a better look. Also to try to get in the shade and cool down. We'll get a view of the Agitos in the harbor. They came just a few hours ago. That's so awesome. Oh, burger, please. Wow, what a view. Yeah, the situation, they're going over here. Oh, this looks like a nice place. Situation has been bad for like a decade with the medical system. The health insurance is pretty good here, but getting access in hospitals and things like this. If you have if you get really sick here in Japan, I don't know if this is the best place to be in those kinds of situations, because there's a lack of specialists, a lack of doctors, a lack of nurses, and it's been very hard for internationals to come here who want to help to get. They can't pass the test. A lot of people, especially from the Philippines, want to come here for the medical profession. A lot of jobs in nursing. The pay is really good. They can't pass the test because it's too hard with all of the complicated kanji, and there's no English version of it. So Japan continues to go on with not enough medical professionals to take care of the people that are sick. And we're seeing that in the news play out now. When the system cracks, it's not a problem of beds. It's just, my gosh, we need some more help here. We need more people to study medicine and become really good doctors. And I might encourage Leo to be a doctor, but he'll be able to pick his own way. If he becomes a synchronized swimmer, I will support that too, because I think that's pretty awesome. And I went to Ohio State University, and we had a lot of really good synchronized swimmers there. So, hello, hi, 821. Here's crows. You have crow hearing, my friend. Speaking of crows, look at this burger. If I was a crow, I would be knocking down this door for Hawaiian Burger, which looks more Hawaiian than the Hawaiian pancakes at McDonald's, which are basically McGriddle buns with berry jam. Berry is not really famous in Hawaii. They should have used like macadamia nuts and pineapple jam, right? I don't know, but these burgers are pretty good. And I like these over Shake Shack, actually. Kua'aina is my go-to. I like their fries. I love their fries. These would be more closer to Hawaiian pancakes. Stack of whipped cream, bruleed with nuts in that whipped cream. That would be more Hawaiian. And we're gonna walk past a restaurant called Eggs and Things, which is Hawaiian. They're from Hawaii. So, boom. I'm gonna end the live stream there back at the Agitos and keep going around. It is quite bright. I can't see the monitor. So I'm gonna walk over and see if I can get into the shade. It's a beautiful day here in Tokyo. Not a lot of people. Each time the train stops here, every couple of minutes, I say every 5 or 6 minutes, about 15 people come off of the train, and you can see there's a little bit of a cluster here, but it dissipates pretty quickly. All right, let's walk down here towards. There's the Statue of Liberty. First date. Long time ago. And one of my favorite shopping malls. It's not like I wasn't here. I was just here a few weeks ago for the Olympics. Oh, I want to do this next Monday on Only in Japan Go. Starbucks has released an item that has gone super viral here among the netizens. It is a choux cream, like cream puffs, but there's some sort of bruleed nut taste, and they're sold out everywhere after like 1 hour. So you can't find them at 9 a.m. They're like gone. I think Sora News broke the story today. You have to go to their little dessert counter. It's a little crowded. I'm kind of afraid to go in there. All right, I guess let's take a quick look. They got him. They got him here. All right, I gotta try this. Okay. I don't know. There's a line. They got him. Joy, they got him. Oh, there's a line. It's gonna take like 10 minutes to get there. このシューカップ、
シューカップ、
あとアイスコーヒー、
サイズが、
トールサイズ。
はい、お席ご利用ですか？
持ち帰り。
持ち帰りで。今日でアイスコーヒー、シューカップで700円。
I might have 2 yen. Oh, iced coffee. That sounds so good. 領収書お願いします。Let's make this official. Oh, there's a free size up. Oh, that's a good thing. I didn't know about that. Hi.
ありがとうございます。お待たせしました。これで大丈夫か。これ。
Whoa. Matcha taste. Hi.
ありがとうございます。
フレッシュ。はい。
大丈夫ですか？
大丈夫です。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。あ、これアイスコーヒーですか？
アイスコーヒーです。
おお、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Wow, iced coffee came in not an iced coffee cup. That's iced coffee. Interesting. Oh, that's nasty. They're paper straws. I don't want to touch the door. Ugh. All right, we did it. That was the last one. That took forever. That's why I don't like to wait in line on live streams, because it takes forever. Is that interesting for you? I can't even get my mask down because both my hands are tied. All right, here's a little. I think I can duck down here. I don't want to eat inside there. There's too many people. Okay. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Oh, they gave me a coupon for a free for 100 yen coffee. They keep me caffeinated. I stay happy. All right, check this out. I got a tripod. I'm gonna set this up for you, so that you can stand on your own 3 feet. It's tripod. Try meaning 3. You got that? Oh, okay. Beautiful. With HDR, it looks almost good. Now this is, the netizens are going crazy for this, all right? Oh wow, this looks great. I don't know why Japan is crazy for these. These are shoe cream puffs. These are super popular in Japan. You'll find them at all of the supermarkets any time of the day. Oh, okay, hold on, the microphone is soft. They're cream puffs. How's that? I'm not supposed to speak loudly. And they're super popular. They look strange, Jari writes in here. Jari, by the way, congratulations. According to Nightbot, you are the most regular viewer of Only Japan Go. Can we get a big congratulations to Jari? He's the most regular viewer with the most comments. It's awesome. Get trophy. I'm gonna name one of these cream puffs Jari, from our friend from our friend in Finland. According to the Nightbot or Dinobot or something, I had to take over this account and check out the data, and Jari's name is on the top. It's like, wow, I know Jari. He's pretty cool. One of our postcard club members. Oh, 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 check this out. What? I gotta take it to the sun. All right, toast it up here in the sun. It's pretty cool. Look at this. Is that sugar? Is that a cream puff? What is this? All right, itadakimasu. Let's take it down. It looks like a munchkin. Ah. These are so good. Now I understand. It's a sweet cake it's not a puff like the cream, it's just a puff. There's a cream puff too, but there's cake around it. So it's like a bite of really creamy, delicious, sweet cake. I like this. Hello. This is genius. Now I know why this is super viral right now on Japanese netizens. They're sold out all over the entire country. These things. I didn't think I would see them, but there they were. This is a normal taste. This is just so good. All right, I'm gonna save the rest of them for Kanai, because I'm not that hungry. I wanted to try them. All right, Kanai, I'm bringing these 4 home for you, so you get them. I don't think I needed a fork. Hold on, stay down here for a second. And make an attempt to put these away. I'll just jam it in my pocket here. Ugh. What do I do with this fork? So I'll put this in here too. Okay. All right, I want to take you up. Ryan writes in, nice legs. I try. Try. Yeah, so who wrote that? You can see the mosquito marks on my legs. What? I went to the Olympic store yesterday. Daniel, who's a I believe it's Daniel, who's a supporter in Australia, signed up for the Daimyo package, the last one. And I ran out of cream puffs, so I had to go to the Olympic store to get some more. Some mirai towa ningyo-yaki with custard in the head. Heir to the Ron, 2 words that I will never say. It's not in my vocabulary anymore. All right. Well, this is like hiking. JKO Adventures, good rebound there. Oh my gosh. Nice. We have Agitos. Over there. Yeah, you know, this pandemic, 18 months of, I canceled my gym last year in March. Haven't been in the gym since last year of March. I can't run as much because my knees hurt. It's not been a great year, great 18 months. You can see over here from this distance also the triathlon event. And if you don't already know, I missed a lot of the Olympics sports, but Olympics YouTube page has them all on there. And I found 3 events that really, really warmed my heart with the Olympic spirit. One of them, what were they now? The heat is so hot, it's like fried my brain. My greatest Olympic experience, my greatest Olympic moment that I saw was when Jesse Owens was in the high jump and Hitler refused to shake his hand because he was a man of color. And he beat all the German athletes, like hands down. Jesse Owens being my hero, in college, because he's from Ohio State University. He went over to Berlin at the hardest times, and he won all those gold medals. He impressed the people there very much. But it was the long jump event, and this is available on YouTube too, where Jesse Owens does the long jump, and one of the silver medalist, who is also a German athlete, last name is Long, I believe. He patted him on the back, came up to him after this amazing, I believe it was a world record jump, came there, patted him on the back, shook his hand, and he put his arm around Jesse Owens. And if you understand the time, 1936, it brings tears. If you understand the prism that this event was held in and the times, 1930s, the gesture is so huge, and these little things mean so much. It was when the high jumpers this year, there was an event. I highly recommend that you go to see this. I forget the name of the athletes. One of them is from Qatar. He won the gold medal, and the other one is from Italy. And they both had the same height. And the judge came over for a jump off. And then the Qatar athlete, I love this story. If you watch it, you just start to tear up, depending on the type of person you are. This is on Olympics YouTube page. The Qatar athlete says, "So wait, can we both have the gold medal?" And the Italian high jumper had been through an amazing trial. He had a cast that he brought with him to the Olympics to show that he had overcome so much. He would have won the silver medal. Obviously, it's a world record holders. Like, very hard to beat him, but they were tied. And then the Qatar athlete said, let's both have the gold medal. That's an option. And the judge said, sure, we'll look into that. And then they both started they looked at each other. They knew that's what they wanted, and they started to hug. And the reaction from the Italian athlete, in this time where everything seems so crappy, I was in tears watching that clip on YouTube, and I kind of thinking about it right now. It was the best moment of the Olympics, I think, when the high jumper, the two shared the gold medal, and seeing the look on the Italian athlete's eyes that he would also win the gold medal after all of the stuff that he'd been through, and the fact that the Qatar athlete shared the stage with him. That's what the Olympics is all about to me. And there's all politics and business and all this other stuff associated with it, but when you have moments like this and the one in 1936 with Jesse Owens, there are moments in these sporting events where, you know, you see humanity at its best. And that's why I love the Olympics. That's why I like the Paralympics, and that's why I support, you know, I really want to show positive stuff on this channel as well. Go check that out, the high jumping finals of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Best moment, I think, one of the best. There's so many of them. All right, from up here you can see the triathlon, which is also a really intense event. I'm gonna take you back down to the rings from the other side, from the Hilton Hotel, and we'll end it. I was hoping that we would get a chance to see Space Boat from Tokyo Bay, but that is not the case. See, WRX Turbo is in the house. Nice to see you. The bug is still here. I can't see the pack, any back super chats. I apologize. The heart is in the right place. The app is not. Right here you can see inside of the Aqua City shopping mall a little bit. Oh, I didn't know they had a big camera in here. Interesting. Again, there's no events. It's very quiet here. I came by bicycle. There, the Agitos, the Olympic symbol, right in the Paralympic symbol in front of you, in front of us, and I'm going to take you there to end this live stream right now. Wow, I'm melting. All right, let's walk over. This is the Aqua City shopping mall. Connected to it is where the Joyopolis is, another a pretty cool arcade. That's at a place called Dex, and inside of there, Joyopolis has been part of Odaiba for, I don't know, like 20 years since I've been in Japan. It's been there. It's pretty cool. Impressively, the iPhone is not overheating. So I'm gonna get some shots after the live stream ends to insert into the main channel episode, which I'm gonna upload as soon as I possibly can. It's all edited. The narration is finished, and I gotta add that in tonight. I forgot, it's a lot of work to do these main channel episodes. But it always comes out to something that I'm proud to watch. 10 years down the line, I'm gonna be happy with the work that I do, and that's sort of the criteria for a main channel episode. The Olympics and the Paralympics have bordered off the beach, and it's such a disappointment I can't go to where I want to go. So I'm limited to where I can go. And after the Olympics are done, I'm kind of tempted to stay at this Hilton Hotel with Kanai for a night, just to kind of take in that view that we've been not allowed to take in, and do a live stream from the balcony and pretend like I'm Lester Holt. See if I can get the same room as Lester. Like, hang out and go and try to do a Lester Holt NBC nightly news from the same balcony. That would be pretty cool. It's so cheesy. It's so cheesy and completely unnecessary, and that's why it's awesome. The same room. I saw the lightings inside of there. I saw some of the pictures that Amanda showed me of how the NBC lit up the studios inside of the rooms during the quarantining. I'm gonna do an Only in Japan nightly news live from Tokyo, Japan, from the same balcony. I'm gonna light it the same way. I'm gonna wear the same suit and do my Lester Holt impression. He's one of those TV news personalities you can't not, I don't know, I'm not a political person, but you can't not like Lester Holt. I'm watching him. I don't watch any particular network, but that one seems to come up in my YouTube feed, so I just kind of click watch. Why not? All right, I'll get in touch. I'll have to ask to see if anybody at NBC will tell me the exact room number. I don't know because of confidentiality if Hilton will tell me, but that would be a lot of fun and ridiculous and something that I think we would all kind of appreciate out of silliness, which is 2021. You have to have the right mindset to survive something like this. The Olympic cauldron is still in the same spot, but the flame is out, I believe, and they reignited, I'm not sure, on the 24th when the Paralympic Games start, which is just in about 4 days from now, and I'm taking you live to the Paralympic Agitos, the 3 Agitos, which reminds me Martin Short, Chevy Chase, and Steve Martin doing the 3 Amigos. But it's in sort of the same kind of fashion. Just these are friendly games, but they're very competitive. Again, if anyone who's ever seen wheelchair rugby, there's blood involved, okay? Seriously, there's 2 bloody athletes when I watched it, and I was shouting, and they were getting into the fact that we were shouting too. The athletes were into it. It's like wrestling, but it's real blood. I hope you guys can see the rugby. I'm American. I don't know anything about rugby, but I do know that it is just really cool sport. Oh, there's the boat. I guess they're sticking around to shift it around if they need to. Maybe it's my imagination. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you don't mind. I'm just having a lot of fun. This month has been one of the toughest during the pandemic, just based on content. The situation in Tokyo has never been worse. We had more people in the last 2 days than the entire year of 2020 come down with COVID. So it is very scary. I'm fully vaccinated, which offers some protection. But again, it's the Delta variant that's raging right now. And I seriously, from the bottom of my heart, hope that there's people on the Agitos setting. They're still kind of setting it up for tonight's lighting. From the bottom of my heart, I really hope that this doesn't affect the spirit of the Paralympics and the athletes can win the gold medal and we in Japan can celebrate them. But it's not a time. It's not a time to celebrate here in the country, which makes the fact that they're holding them at the worst time possible a tragedy for the athletes, for the city, for everybody who has to watch these. And if they could only delay this until spring of 2022, the world would come and celebrate these Paralympians. But it's going to be really, really hard to do that. Some notes. I'm going to be launching the Nagano Fireworks Festival. Only in Japan Fireworks Festival is back, baby. We have set a date. November 3rd is the event date. We're going to start the Kickstarter fundraising for this. Last year we raised $60,000 to help out the Japan Fireworks Association and 2 fireworks makers in Omagari, Akita, and Katakai in Niigata. And we funded, quite an impressive show, I thought, for our community. And this year we're going to try to do it again. And we have a couple new rewards, but we also have a new design for the poster. I talked with Dakota, who is the designer of last year's poster, and he's going to come up with a new design, and I'm going to help him with some ideas for that. We have a Kickstart. We have a Discord server where we're talking right now about any rewards and how to make this Kickstarter even better this year. So a lot of this comes from our supporters here. This year they did not have any fireworks festivals, any big ones anyways, at all. And the fireworks makers are suffering once again. And when they said, would you like to do this again this year? I said, is that possible? And they said, yeah. I said, yes, but we have to find a place that really needs it. I really want the money to go to someone who really is hurting more than others, if that's even possible to do, because everybody's hurting. Nagano was a place that had a massive flooding in 2019 during Hagibis, which is a typhoon that hit. I came back from the Seven Stars, the Discovery Channel shoot with Peter and Tabby Eats and Kanai, and we took the Shinkansen back during the typhoon. And that hit Nagano so badly, you get images of the Shinkansen underwater, and you know that a lot of people lost their houses and their livelihoods, and it seemed to be a very good place to hold these fireworks festivals for 2021, kind of celebrate maybe that we're getting back on our feet here. So in that spirit that I think was important for the first Only in Japan Fireworks Festival, we're going to do a second one. There's a yellow boat, and there's a Joyopolis bus. You just missed it. There's a yellow boat that's very curious looking, that's coming closer. I see Catherine is already psyched up in Canada for that. Way to go, Catherine. I'm gonna also put that towards our room at the Hilton for my nightly news podcast, or whatever they do there. Yeah, so that's the big news of the day. So I've been switching my time back and forth between that and other things that are going on behind the scenes. For the last few months, I have been quite busy, although the content on the main channel hasn't been on the channel like I had hoped. That's coming with this Olympic episode. We'll launch it off, and I have some more. Devar Ross, thank you, Devar, and don't forget to add your suite number on the Patreon in your. I sent you a message on that one. Thank you, Devar. So it's great to see you too. And Catherine, your package, I believe it's the same. Catherine, your package is on the way as well to Canada. Oh wow, it's beautiful. Next week I'm gonna try to do the space boat because they're hurting and there's not a lot of people riding the space boat on the weekdays. So I'm gonna give them a call and see if they'll let me live stream from Asakusa to wherever they go. I don't know if they come here. And if they allow me to live stream there and there's not a lot of people, then I'm going to try to do that because I love the space boat and it's been a while. And Peter introduced me to an idea that I might make into a main channel episode. So stay tuned on that as well. I got a lot of things that I can film here in Tokyo that I'll do for the main channel, and I'm just going to stay local. Everything has been canceled. Another reason everything has been canceled that I wanted to go and plan with Japan Rail. I wanted to go up to Tohoku, but that's been moved to another time. A lot of the location shoots down in Kochi. There's another one down in the Kansai region, which I had set up after the state of emergency, but that was extended, so that was canceled. So it's been really frustrating for me to film main channel episodes because I try to go for home runs, and when you go for home runs, you can swing and miss, and it hurts. Ask Shohei Ohtani. The final thing I want to tell you before I leave is on Sunday, all right, not everything canceled. Japan Rail said that it was still okay, and we are on for a live stream at Tokyo Station. We have specially reserved the Japan Rail Cafe on Sunday morning. We have it just for us. Me and my friend Cody, who is also fully vaccinated, is going to be coming and talking about ramen and our trip up to Tohoku, because I have a main channel episode on noodles coming out in the next few weeks, I believe, in the next few weeks, soon. And that's going to be, he's going to be in it. I've been on this episode for a year now because it's partially in collaboration with Japan Rail, but the timing isn't right because of the state of emergency and the masks and stuff like that. So we're going to have that coming out. But regardless of that, Cody's going to join me in the live stream on Sunday morning, which is Saturday night in the United States. And we're going to talk about ramen up in Tohoku. And I have some clips from that episode I'm going to show you. But it's going to be awesome because I'm taking you to Tokyo Station. And I don't have a lot of opportunities to film in public places like that indoors just because of the state of emergency. And I really want to be very careful. Other YouTubers are bringing you content from locations that are public and indoors and stuff. I'm doing my very best not to do that, and it's hurting the channel. I'm just trying to stay afloat until things get better. I'm gonna end up doing some more delivery food episodes and maybe go back to the routine of 2020 just to try to make it through August. But it's really hard right now. So for the people who are commenting about the number of views going down and this and that, I understand completely. There's not much I can really do about it. Just try to stay positive and keep it going. and bring you the stories that I can bring you. And when things return to normal, get out there and get on my pony, which is now a horse that can go like 1,000 horsepower. And I'll just jet around this country and bring you all those stories that I've been building up over the last year. It's crazy. I know. It's just really hard to get the content out there that you're used to. But regardless of that, the Paralympics are starting, and as a lover of these games, food trucks, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do them again. Maybe another location. But for the next couple of weeks, I will try my best. If there's a story that I can tell about the Paralympics, I'm going to do it, because they deserve a lot of respect. The Paralympians deserve a respect for coming out here in these tough situations. And most Tokyoites are probably not in the mood, but this reporter is. And I will try my very best to bring you some positive stories, to show you a little bit around. I'll show you what I can show you. The situation is really rough. If you have any questions, leave it in the food truck with Eric06. I shared with Eric the app that I use too. So I'm hoping that he does some food trucks too. Chan writes in here, ponies don't have trunks. I'll bring a cart with a caboose on it, okay, Chan? Don't worry. I'll attach a cart to the back of my pony. We'll have you covered. Pun intended. All right, everybody, take care, stay safe. Janine and Carl Barter, thank you. It's nice to have you both with us here. Oh, I do want to leave in one chat. Can I chat on here? How do I leave a chat? How come I can't chat? Hey, I did something. I don't know if anybody can do it. I did something. Is Hello Hi 821 here? Can you identify yourself? Hello Hi 821. Oh, Joy can do it too, but it's better if Hello Hi 821 does it. Oh, he's here. Okay. So Hello Hi 821. Put in exclamation point Karate Kid, one word. I don't know if it's gonna work. I was playing around with Nightbot. Did it work? Ah, there it is! Boom! Ah! That's awesome! Ah! I don't know if I did it just for moderators. Oh, that's awesome! Do it again, Joy, do it, Joy. Ah! The world needs more fun like this. I think only moderators can do it for, maybe I'll open it up to everybody. Yo, it's happened! Crane Kit, yeah! All right, I'll try to add more, I'll add more moderator, I'll add in some more stuff here. Sorry about that. I don't know if anyone was offended by that. It's true though. Although it was a face shot for Johnny, I added that in. I don't know. I found Nightbot and I learned the ropes. I don't know. It wasn't me. I'll admit it. It was me! All right, have a good day anyways. Sorry, I apologize. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy could be a pretty cool one. I wanna do some fun stuff here. Take care, everybody. I'll see you in the next live stream. If it's Japan, it's only in Japan. I'm trying to think of a catchphrase for the end. If you have any catchphrases like that, if you're in Japan, you're only in Japan. Like if you think of any catchphrases I can say as a sign-off thing, let me know, because I want to do it for the nightly news podcast from up here when Kanaya and I stay in Lester Holtz's room. Lester, I apologize. We will keep your room nice and neat, but you've already checked out, so it's ours. Have a good day, everybody. Later, Gator. If you're in Japan, it's only in Japan. What